Hello, and welcome back to another Northstar Plays Mountain Blade Warband. This is a continuation of my story. Having just done the starter quest finally. Left it for a little bit. Bandit Hideout, you can see it's no longer listed. I'm still trying to deliver a bloody letter, though I have a pretty good idea where the Lord for that wanders now, so I should be able to go find him, deliver the letter. Doing it to curry favor with the Lords, which will be valuable in the long run. Eventually, if I start my own kingdom, it'll make it easier to recruit Lords who like me and such. Eventually, I'm going to find this guy. I actually have every reason to not talk to him because I don't have the money, because I got abducted by bandits a bunch, and each time they took my money, and then they would dump me. My character kept making his escape when he was in some remote region that where there were no patrols and tons of bandits, and so he'd just get tagged to him before he could recruit any troops, and it was just a cycle, and I lost an enormous amount of wealth. Until I eventually got out of there. But escape I did. And here I am near Cherise. Hold on a sec. Sorry, just had to blow my nose. On the bright side, it did let this title music get a little further along. Right. I should go hunt that guy down. I have a little money. I have some bread. I think I bought this for no more than 50. And around here I can find villages where it's marked up. Actually, let's hit Noom first. Some of the caravans tend to pass through in Rashid. I think that's how it's pronounced. Flourishing village. Oh yeah. Make a profit selling the bread here. Yeah, they have the money to just pay me for it. I could probably sell a state fruit back in the sea. 60 dinars. Return to Cherise. Nope, no profit. Oh well. Wonder if I get experience for this. Hold on. Let's see. 84, 83 experience. I'll check after I do a fight. Should get in the habit of doing these anyways. Darn it. Fight each other. Oh well. Alright, 84, 87 experience. I wanted to see if this gets me experience. This is a tavern again in case there's more companions. Nope. So train doesn't give you experience in this game. Alright. Is it Hawaha? A bit of money. There are places the fox sells for more than that, so buy a little flax. Just one. Keep a little money for other purposes. A guy rotates between these 3 castles. Oh, he's in the castle. Explains why this is his castle, though. Do I know you? My name is Northstar, at your service, sir. Normally I cut the throats of impudent commoners who barge into my presence uninvited, but I'm in a good mood today. Bring a message. Oh, let me see that. Yeah, don't kill the messenger, buddy. Well, well, well. It was good of you to bring me this, Northstar. Take my seal as proof that I've received it. Give my regards to Miraquise when you see him again. Do you have any tasks for me? Alright, that's all. Well, here's my honor rating and renown. I didn't see what the rewards were. It scrolled so fast. But, I guess if I see a Miraquise again, maybe... it's not a high priority. I'll run into him eventually. Quick stop by the training field. Forearm practice. 84 A7 XP. Oop. What? Ah! It's not even hitting the stupid targets. Come on, lower your lance, dumbass. He seems to refuse to actually... There we go. I feel like the time should be up by now. Oh. Nope. I earned 1 experience. 1 XP. So I do gain experience in that. Not much. My. Who's been looting? There must be... I mean, there's a war going on in that area, I guess, somewhere. See if I can't sell flax in the Rhodoc lands here. Training is just not worth it. It's not an efficient way to get XP at all. Wretchedly poor village. And yet they'll pay well for flax. This suggests this area. You know what? Whatever. Just sell it. No, they don't have anything to. Buy some wine from them. 213 for wine. Maybe it'll sell well somewhere else. Seems to think the base price is 178 for that, but it doesn't matter. People pay more. Often seen it for more. Like here, 275. Get some flax for 111. Some dates for 62. It's a bit high for the price for the flax, but allow me to sell the wine at this very high price. Let's see if I can sell the dates and cherries before my men eat them all. Slight loss on the dates. Oh well. And buy some grain. Keep my army fed. Well, the guildmaster really couldn't spawn me just inside the walls. I guess I was at the marketplace. Guess I don't really have to hunt for the guildmaster. He's right over here. Now that I know where that is, let's see if he's got another quest for me. Do you have a job? He needs me to deliver wine to Icamur. So 11 units of wine in 7 days. Carragate Khanate territory. Could be a little dangerous with brigands. Maybe. I'll give it a shot. Oof. Yeah, that's a long journey to make. Dangerous too. Oh well. It's a special wine with very low sell price, I guess. So I'm not tempted to sell it off. Or just special low quality. Who knows? 73 for the pottery. Might sell for a little more elsewhere. Buy some pottery. Buy the bread. Might actually sell for more elsewhere. 55. Give it a shot. There's 7 here. Cheaper pottery though. Should buy more bread. Very cheap. Shoot. That's all I have money for. Guess I can't buy the bread. Oh, I'll buy the pottery. And continue on the way. Ah, cheap grain. Buy some pottery off them. Chicken. Maybe a bit less grain then. Grain, chicken for pottery. $76 for the chicken. Maybe I'll manage to profit off that. That's very cheap date fruit. Salt the bread. Chicken so it doesn't get eaten. So I can buy this pottery. I guess the dates, that's very, very cheap dates. 34. Try and sell the stuff in Derkuba. At least this kingdom has been at peace all this time. $49 for bread. Might manage to sell that for more elsewhere. Or pottery, which I don't have to worry about my men eating. Ooh, that's a high price for flax. Really high price. Let's sell the flax. To 55 for pottery. Buy a whole bunch of it. More for 41 and ooh, salt for 160. That's a good deal. Let's see, Ikamura's that way. The safest way to get there is to head to Sektim. There's a lot of desert bands that way. More cheap salt. Shoot, can't afford it. Oh well. much am I short? Just sold 3 pottery for a loss. Total about 90. Less. Let's off some cabbages. There we go. Probably get grain much cheaper at some of the other places I'm headed though. Cool. Pottery. Darn, pottery around here is really cheap. Ooh. Sell some salt for a profit already. Fortunately, they don't have anything they can sell me. It's real worth it. Exchange. Buy some dates for 26 though. What's that? Visit Halmar. Meant to visit the goods merchant. 111 for the date fruit. Cool. That's an insanely low price for bread. And definite profited me off the salt there. So some of the pottery is slight loss versus when I bought it, so that I can buy this very cheap bread, which might get you in, but might not. The 41. Keep a little money in reserve. Could almost buy a heavy sumpter horse. Another one. You know what? Soft a little more of the pottery. I think I could have sold the salt here for a little more than elsewhere, but oh well. Spilt milk, all that. Put her on a heavy sumpter horse. Less likely it'll get mauled. If it gets killed in battle, there's a chance it becomes swayback or crippled, which would be bad. Hmm. Let's visit the village of Ulum. Truce between the Khanate and the Rodoks. Serenades have expired. It's nice to all that time in peace, but now that land will probably get ravaged by war soon. Ah, they like me, probably because they liberated them from brigands at some point. Ooh. Pay well for pottery. It's a very cheap grain. Even not getting the full amount. That was highly profitable. Hmm. Let's go visit this little village. Bypass Nera because it's under siege. Make my way to Ikamer. Cheap dried meat. Hmm. Nothing really worthwhile though. They got no money. No cash on hand anyhow. Sell pottery for a profit. Alright, and this is sort of supposed to deliver the wine. Get the tavern. Is this supposed to give it to the tavern, the castle, where? Just in case of a belligerent drunk. Oh, it is the tavern keeper. It's told to deliver you 11 units wine. Alas, my stock was almost depleted. I paid the cost of wine in advance. Here, take these 250 dinars. That should cover your pay. And give Guildmaster my regards. He doesn't even have a name. I'll put in a good word for you next time I deal with him. And here's Marnid. Alright, I was just checking. He doesn't seem to... Marnid doesn't seem to dislike any of my existing companions, though it's not always mutual. Maybe they dislike him. Hello, would you be so kind as to have a cup with me? I'm down to my last 5 dinars, and I'd rather not drink alone. Your last 5 dinars? What happened to you? It's a tragic tale, sir. By the way, I found a history article on this guy on the wiki. Apparently, at one time, the very first version of this game had undead ghouls, and your character could suggest the ghouls could eat a stew. I wonder if that means he's a terrible cook. Anyways, a while back, I left Garoia with a caravan of goods. I was hoping to sell it all in Sargoth and make a hefty sum. But what do you know? We were ambushed by a party of Kargat raiders who rode away with most of the horses and goods. And 2 days later, my own caravan guards ran away with the rest of what I had. So here I am, no money, no way home. Perhaps I could offer you work. Can you fight? Well, I will confess I'm not a warrior by trade. I'm a fast learner. I can ride. I know a fair bit about trade prices and such. That will do. Good, give me a few moments to prepare, and I'll be ready to move. Down his luck. Doesn't cost anything to recruit. Stick him on a horse and hope he doesn't weigh the party down. Starts the linen tunic and hide boots and a club. At least it's a club and not utter. Wait a second. Should I put him on a Sumter or a heavy Sumter? 40 in all the combat skills. Level 1 Iron Flesh. Oh, I can level Ymera up. But yeah, it seems that Arnita is tougher than Ymera for now. Alright, let's get her up to 12 intelligence. Skills. Iron Flesh. Right now she doesn't hit nearly as hard as even most of my troops, but she can tank shots, you know, that would go to other people perfectly well. So give her a couple points in Iron Flesh. Get her hit points up to 45 and improve her polearm skill. The club's a backup weapon very much, but yeah. There's a chance you can do some damage. Still. Yeah, I may actually want to give her equipment Tamar needs, which swap her out. Oops. That's inappropriate, but whatever. He's got better combat skills, so even at level 1, so he gets the equipment. Better proficiencies. And Mira, let's get some clothes on you. It's his old stuff. Guess I should have given her one-handed, but as soon as I get a even simple spear, I'll give it to her, probably. Arms merchant. Bent iron staff. Can this be used as stab stuff? Maybe. Spear. Plain old spear works better, though. Ooh, or a balanced pitchfork. Slower, but longer reaching. Cheaper, too. a battered plain round shield or wooden shield. This is faster. That is pretty good. Great resistance. Thick wind shields available too. I'll buy them both, actually. Maybe some cheap, somewhat cost-effective armor. Tunic with vest. Thick nomad armor. Crude helmet with neck guard. I do like to invest in better stuff so that won't instantly go obsolete. Yeah. This weighs less than the cracked kettle hat. But, yeah. Crude helmet with neck guard. She can insert a tunic with vest, 11 body, 6 leg. Yep, tunic with vest. Gear is a special light, so I'm less concerned about keeping up on foot. Give it the battered plain round shield. Weighs a little more than the wooden shield. Oh, Jeremy's can level up. Intelligence. Iron flesh and shield skill. So you can survive in a fight. Can't gain more trade. Surgery. You have to gain another intelligence point. Yeah, this is fine. To give him a crossbow, I would prefer my surgeon to stay back if possible. Let's give him some training so he actually hit things with it. Captain pretty well equipped. And I think resistance affects the chance, if I remember, of and the chance I think affects. It's important for effectiveness against ranged attacks, in which case, if I have him staying further back, on average. No, actually, he's the least likely to use his shield distance because he always switches this when he's up close. So yeah, wind shield also weighs less. Alright. Seems Mar needs my best fighter. Give him this shield least likely to break. Proper helm. He's got no shield skill, so. Cover your head. Pretty sure. I've had the kite shield occasionally get low in health, so the here shield's a little iffy. I'd rather not use it if. Alright, so I've given Jeremis wooden shield. Ymira this battered plain round shield. Give her that heater shield as a backup. I don't think she'll swap to it unless the plain round shield's broken, but shield on one's back protects against arrows to the back. Except yeah. He's better armored. Cool. All done, and got a little money left over for wages and such. Some off some of the screen. I picked it up very cheap. Let's see, they have some more wine here for $2.15. Yeah, I might profit selling that elsewhere. Not very much, but tiny profit to be made. Ooh, our spaces for $6.68. I can't afford it. Oh well. Actually, I can't even afford the wine, can I? Shoot. Oh well. Sell the grain too. If I sell one of the breads, I can afford the wine, right? There we go. $2.15. Hmm. Oh, this is very cheap honey. If I hadn't bought the wine, I might have bought the honey, but maybe I'll come back for it. Toga doesn't seem to be under siege. Sell the wine at profit. $84 for dried meat. Ooh, cheap salt. Better deal on the honey because it won't. People won't try and buy it. Soft some of this bread. And that's a bad price just so I can get more salt. Salt. So I've got basically food for the army. A little extra bread. Some salt. Let's visit Disturl. Cheap grain. The bread can be bought. Sold here. Saw off all the bread. Swap bread for grain. Awesome. Alrighty then. You know what? Visit Nara. Not entirely certain that can't visit a city under siege. Oh, it's no longer under siege. Guess the siege was broken. Pay well for salt here. Not much to sell because they're poor after that. I'll sell off the salt. Buy some wine for $2.15. Bread for 44, I guess. More bread. Quite cheap. Didn't even break my shield. The bandits fall before you sweep the scythe. Soon you will stand alone in the streets of the village. Unless your attackers lie unconscious, dead or dying. Search in bodies to find a purse. Hey, someone tried to kill me again. Had me killed, I should say. By dates, by the pottery. Sell bread. 26 and 30 for the dates. Sick of these endless assassins. Solve the dates. Buy some more bread, I guess. Hit this like 10. Alright, paid my men. Ooh, I got money. Some bread. And wine. Buy up their pottery, which is quite cheap. So, cheap pottery, mainly. Have enough numbers that bands don't really mess with me, thankfully. Buy salt here. Oh, more cheap pottery. Some cheap grain. Well, not cheap, but you can often sell for more than that. Again, keep getting attacked by bandits. I don't see them, but they're around here somewhere, I guarantee that. I'm doing time. 55 minutes. Okay, I guess I can take my time to hunt them carefully so I don't die. Last javelin. My shield's looking pretty beat up. Oof. Darn it. It's because I had the stupid javelin in stabbing mode, so. Lost 94 dinars. Stupid bandits. If I'd just thrown the javelin at the guy, I would have taken him down. Oh well. Sell pottery for a little more. Maybe not, but I should have a little cash on hand. If I bought a couple dates, I could resell them to the west. 82, 85. Getting sick of these messages about people getting captured in combat and such. Alright. Dates and salt. Buy the wine for the not horrible price of $2.15. Wish I could use some helmets for my companions. Or some leather gloves for some of them. Nah. Crude helmet with cap. Slight upgrade. Right. Rather my surgeon not go down a fight. Alright, I can solve the stupid cap now. All 1 dinar. Let's visit this little village. Overpriced salt. $2.50 for these when they're probably worth about $165. 85 profit. And now what do I want me to buy? The salt, which won't be able to resell for quite as much, but it was the old way to off with the pottery on them. So I just have salt and wine. Let's visit Serene. Relations have improved with some dishonorable characters who dislike me because I was honorable. So I forget my honorable deeds, I guess. Village of Serene. Poor and miserable little village of Serene. The forest and village of Sornadar. Cheap wool. And grain. Might make a little profit off the pork or dried meat in the city. 65.69. Can you smell that? Lemon trees, apples, and crocus flowers. It's the scent of Veluca. I spent many a happy summer here when I was a girl, playing in the gardens of my mother's family. My father was away trading. Tell me more. Veluca has wet winters and hot summers, but the people there build great cisterns to water their crops. They grow grapes. Velucan wine is famous, sir. And those who can afford it make walled gardens where fruit trees grow in abundance. And we sit at night listening to music, or playing chess, or merely sniff the night air. The poets call Veluca paradise, and I think for once they do not exaggerate. I don't know about that, but it's no paradise. Not in a medieval era. These would actually be fetch a profit if my men hadn't eaten some of it. I guess I did. Lost about 13 dinars, but probably offset a couple, maybe 3 dinars of other food consumption, so really 10. Thanks to me eating that. Oh well. Should figure and have enough other stuff than eat. Oh, the salt sells all right here. You can buy wine. That's what the city is famed for. The prices aren't bad. Shoot. I'm gonna have to sell the wool just to have money for the wine. Oh, I'll buy. Oh, I can buy 1 wine. No, 2 if I'm one offloadable grain. There we go. So wine from Veluca. Make my way back to Cherise. There's profit to be made with that. But, yeah. What looks call? This little village. They have wool. I have no money to buy it. And grapes. bread costs less than grain here. That's ridiculous. Oh well. This is an amazing price for wine, but I need some money for opportunities, so I'll sell some wine. For 44. Buy the spread. My men will eat it. Yeah, I'll just sell some wine. Buy honey here. 105 might sell for a little more somewhere. Like Voluka, maybe they add honey to their wine. Let's find out. 105 for honey. $178 for honey here. Bet I can sell the honey for more in the sea. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, they don't have 23 dinars, but that's effectively 85 for the grapes, 93 for the wool. It's still probably profitable. Maybe not. Surprised the grapes don't fetch a higher price. Still more than I get if I hold on to my men eat the grapes. The wool I want to sell elsewhere. Can't buy more wine yet. Just sell some grapes then. Wages of 43 dinars, so I pay a little more than 60 dinars a day. Struggling just to stay afloat and slowly train up my recruits. Promote a bunch of the footmen all at once eventually. Let's visit Cheza. Grapes, which I know I can sell the city for a little more. And cabbage, cheap food for my people. Grapes for 58. Cheese for 51. I can probably also profit off that. Cheese, though, which makes cheese unsurprising. Yep. Profit off selling all that cheese and grapes. All right. At this point, I'm almost hoping to find some bandits so I can fight them. Thin out my army's numbers a little. Gain some experience. We got money here. I don't have anything to sell. Let's visit Sarniche. Slightly cheap bread. 41 dinars spread. I'll buy a little. Visit Serene on the way back to Serenade territory. I know the prices there well. It's off the bread. Slight profit. Ooh. Wine sells well. Very well. Buy flax. Pork. Cool. Salt the wool, pork, the wine. I just got some flax to offload. Cool. Some date fruit I could try offloading. 62, 66, 68. Doesn't have a morale effect, so maybe men don't eat it, but I'm not sure. Alright. Back to Jamish. Travel on the coast here. Oh, I could offload the dates. Buy the wool. Salt. Where to offload all this stuff. I suspect I could sell salt for around 210, 270. These two items not only weigh less, but should sell for more, basically. So, dates for wool and salt. Cool. Let's visit Chalez. I bet I'll get ambushed by bandits, and that would be cool. Nope. Cheap dyes here. Dried meat's not terrible, nor is. Right, I'll sell a flax bundle for dyes, meat, and grain. 73 for dried meat. Two on my way to Jacala. Which is flourishing. The wool, the flax, the salt also well. Even the grain, actually. Meat. How are the dyes not? They consume dyes here, making velvet. I was sworn they sell sort of for more than this. They just received a shipment of dye, so if I hold on to it, it'll sell for more. All right, let's see if I can get another horse. A stubborn sumpter horse. Requires more riding skill, but if you have the skill, it just has a little extra HP. This will help my army move faster. Buy the stubborn sumpter horse too for the same reason. Should have sold the salt to the horse merchant, but whatever. She's on a stubborn sumpter horse, and she does have the skill for a stubborn one, so. Cool. Less likely to get maimed, that horse. Preserving the investment, in a way. I'm assuming, I don't know, there could be something with like riding skill only helps if it's in excess of the minimum, or it may be like bows where the higher the required, the better, because you can use more of your riding skill. I don't know, I'd have to look it up. The base price of dye, I think, is 200. Let's see if I can't get some better helmets. Or some leather gloves. Need those for my party members eventually. Buy the leather gloves and save the rest of the money for trade and such. Unless... yeah, I'll save for bigger upgrades, probably. Anyways, leather gloves. My companions. Probably more need. This is a belligerent drunk. Oh no, that's Bash's tur. Give me a sec. Alright. Yep, he's a... doesn't... Careget rating type, he does not get along well with our need, unfortunately. He costs a bit to hire, so I have no reason to. Anyways, let's give our need here. His gloves. Make him just a tiny bit tougher. I don't have the money to give anyone much better than leather gloves or sturdy leather if I'm doing particularly well at this point, but everything for a little bit of survivability helps. So all my footmen can be upgraded now. However, I think this causes train to focus XP in the footmen. Ones are already upgraded, which I'd really like to get them to veteran footmen than horsemen. I suppose the recruits do fine for just providing numbers for now to keep raiders away. So I didn't want to spend the money to recruit more need. Had it, just didn't want to spend it. 72 for dyes, cool. Smoked fish for only 24. You betcha. Bread for 48. Might be able to resell for more than that, but probably not. Work for 70. Suppose I could try to sell this in Jakala. I'll stick to the smoked fish. It's more of a sure thing. Almost no profit in that. Oh well. $39 for grain. 31 for cabbage. All right. Buy some cabbage. Let's see. I bet I could buy wine in Voluka and sell it here. Jakala for a profit. It's worth a try. And cheese. Rodok lands are a great place for trade, I'm pretty sure. Huh. Oh, now they're at war with the Saranids. Guess I'm glad I didn't pledge to the Saranids. Was it they pay more for dye than the city that has a dye works? Oh well. Pay well for smoked fish here. Sell cheese cheap. Butter sort of cheap. Sell them some dye. Probably actually profit off all this too. Yep, some all the dye basically in the fish. Get pork, dried meat, butter. 6966, 53, 141. Let's see. Break even on the butter. So we'll offload that dye. Small profit on all that stuff. But I came for the wine. The wine I shall have. Costs up to 173. 33 for grain. Around here I'm not gonna get better. Allow me to buy stuff that's food and Lissigigi, and so cool. doubt Jesus refreshed this soon, so I'm just going to bypass it. Almost no money to be made in selling wine here. Weird. Sell one, I'll break even. Just reduce my encumbrance a little. Get a little more cash in hand. The journey ahead. Let's visit this little village. Delos. Cheap grain and fish. Silk that actually would sell well in the city, I think. 378, I'll risk it. Sell the wine at a profit. The grain and fish. $378 for silk. Chakal is the obvious place to sell that, so let's see. Oh yeah, $690. Definitely pays. Yeah, it's velvet. $594. Might sell for a little more somewhere else. Not much though. I think I need more trade skill to cut a profit. Smoked fish for 27. Yes, please. $36 for grain. Exchange fish. Grain for fish, basically. Cool. 3 types of food. Grain, fish, and cabbage, and some wine. Some money. I really need is a good fight, though, which warfare is the obvious way to do that. Or if I could just find some bandits to hunt, which I haven't seen any in a while. I know there's desert ones, but I'll lose most of my army doing that. I'll have to think about it. But for now, that's enough for today. An hour and 30, so hope you folks enjoyed the video. Sorry about the various bits of chatter. By the way, I can't even remember if my uncle would have mentioned this, but did I correct myself before when I was talking about last video? I briefly mentioned the Jeju massacre. I said something that might have been misleading. I hate saying anything that might be misleading. I was talking about that because it was in Serenade lands, Orientalism that led to Korea, the Korean War or something. I just watched, by the way, check out Blowback, the podcast. The host that was on a different thing on YouTube, and that's where I heard a little bit about Jeju Island that interested me. But I said something that might have been misunderstood. The Jeju Island massacre, which is this horrible thing the South Korean government did uh, in the wind up to the Korean War, where it murdered a lot of leftists on Jeju Island. That was 60,000 people. But then it led to a rebellion uprising on the mainland, and so in the end, there was another 40,000 who died. Um, this is part of the broader pattern of border skirmishes and massacres that were going on with South Korea mainly being the aggressor, which is important to note because people portray North Korea's invasion as completely unprovoked, and actually South Korea had been making all these little border forays into North Korea and massacring leftists and instituting military dictatorship. And it's worth noting South Korea was a puppet government set by the U.S. with the peninsula artificially divided between Soviet and American spheres of influence. So, the Koreans wanted to reunite their country. It's a little more complicated than it's often portrayed, the whole thing. It wasn't just unprovoked aggression, and it certainly wasn't on the orders of Stalin, as often portrayed. Stalin, actually, the records show, did not want it to happen because he thought it was a distraction from other geopolitical interests that he was more focused on at the time. And Mao didn't want it to happen because he was more focused on getting control of Taiwan. So it was very much a thing that North Korea did because they wanted to reunite their peninsula. Anyways, I don't mean to bore you guys or upset you with that. I just wanted to correct what I said about the Jeju Island thing, make sure I didn't mislead anyone. I wasn't saying that 100,000 people died there. That was 60,000 is the usual official count by historians who aren't trying to downplay it. Anyways, I wish you all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a gang star and lead you home. Until next time, this is Northstar. Adieu, and best luck.